everybody, this is Christy Fulk with Create with Christy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and here to share a card with you today. And I'm making it with a beautiful friendship stamp set. This is one of the stamp sets that does not have dies, but I think it's just gorgeous. The images in it are just, oh, they're beautiful. So you really don't need dies with this set. So pretty. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. This is one that was made at my camp last night, and I thought I'd make a video of all my camp cards. So let's go ahead and put this to the side. Now we're going to go ahead, and you need a piece of Mary Merlot. This is 8.5 by 5.5 for the card base. Then we're going to do an inside, since this is a dark piece of cardstock. So this is a piece of Very Vanilla, and it's 5.25 by 4. Then a crumb cake piece that's 5.25 by 4, and I embossed it with the Country Floral 3D folder. I think you can see that pretty good in the video. But I love this folder. The depth in it is so pretty. You can kind of see that when I angle it like this. See that rose that I'm pointing at? Love this folder. And then another piece of Mary Merlot, and this one is 4.25 by 2.75. Another piece of Very Vanilla. This one is 4 inch by 2.5. A piece of the beautiful, love this paper, Pressed Petals Designer Series paper. It's a specialty paper because it's a little thinner than most of our designer papers. But aren't those images pretty? Love this. Love the colors in that pack too. And here's a piece of Rococo Rose, 1/2 inch scalloped linen thread, and it's a 6 inch piece. And I'll show you a new way of using this. Okay, so that's everything you need. We'll go ahead and fold the cardstock in half. Okay. Put that to the side. And I'll just go ahead and grab this and this and this. And we're going to take the ribbon, and I'm going to cut right in the middle along the linen part of the ribbon. So I have 2 scallop strips, but I'm still going to try to get it close to the middle. And just cut right along. Oops, I can get a hold of it. There we go. So you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just cutting right down the middle. And you'll see why here in a minute. I always want to have a scallop on each side of the designer paper. Okay. So now I'm going to take my designer series paper, take my snail. Normally I don't put a whole strip all the way across, but since I'm doing the ribbon this time I'm going to. So I'm just going to make a strip all the way down this side. I'm going to take this ribbon, and I want to have ends hanging off the edge of the designer series paper. And just put that linen part and have the scallop be the only part that's showing on the outside. I mean from the top. Looks like this one got a little crooked. There we go. I'm going to do the same with the other side. Take another long strip of snail. And it doesn't matter if these ends aren't even, because they're just going to be wrapped around the cardstock once we get it on that crumb cake piece. Let me get it back in the video here. Sorry, I got to working on it. Got out of the video a little bit. There we go. So that's what it's going to look like when you're done. Now you bring in the crumb cake piece. I'm going to put snail across here, and I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit along the ribbon, just a couple little spots. That way it'll stay down on the paper real well. And then just make sure you line the top and bottom of the designer series paper with the cardstock. There we go. And then I'm going to put some snail right here where the ribbon ends are. And just wrap those around like so. And there we go. So that's another neat way you can use that ribbon. You don't have to, if you want it just that thin scallop, that's how you do it. Looks like it moved on me again, so I'll just scoot it over a little bit. There we go. All fixed. And now we're going to go ahead and put this on. And I find it works better if you use the multi-purpose glue when you're putting on an embossed image, especially when it's embossed as much as this one is. So I'm going to put some glue all around it, making sure I put some on the ribbon too. Bring in my card base, make sure I don't put it on upside down. And there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? I love these colors. I've always liked dark reds and rose colors. Okay, now I'm going to bring in the Very Vanilla piece. This one is that 4 2.5 inch one. I'm going to grab my Rococo Rose. Forgot to open these up before the video. I'm going to take the big floral image in the Beautiful Friendship stamp set. I always find it's easier to hold the stamp upside down and tap the ink pad on there, especially with these distinctive ones. It helps it so you don't get too much. Oops, I do want to bring in my pad. Almost forgot that. With photopolymer, you always want to have our Stampin' Pierce mat underneath it. It does a lot better when in your stamp. Hold it down for a few seconds, bring it up. There we go. And that, isn't it neat how it's got all the little detail? You can see how this part's a little lighter and these are darker. I love our distinctive stamp sets. Looks like you did 2-step and you only had to stamp 1 time. Okay, now I'm going to bring my Mossy Meadow in. And I'm going to take the 3-leaf stamp. I'm going to stamp it a couple times. Once over here, get up, and once down here. Okay. Oh, see if I can line that up again. That's not bad. There we go. Love our photopolymer stamp sets. Okay, now we're going to bring in Mary Merlot, and I'm going to do the centers on here. So there's one big center here. So you always want to make it so the narrower part is on the bottom, and it fits right in this section right here. I'm at an angle, so hopefully I'm getting it pretty good. Yep. And then the little one, you want the flatter side to be on the bottom. And that fits right here in the middle. Okay. And let's bring in Pear Pizzazz. I'm going to put the rest of the leaves in with the double leaf stamp. Put one here and here. Couple up here. Looks a little bare up here. Okay, and I think I'm going to put one more right here. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Just a few stamps and you've got this beautiful floral image. That's why I like this stamp set so much. Okay, now I'm going to bring in my Mary Merlot. This is a 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. I'm going to attach this one on there. Put it right in the center. Okay. And I'll go ahead and put this to the side. Well, let's go ahead and stamp the inside while we're at it, while I've got the inks out. I'm going to do the small rose image and just stamp it here in the corner. And then I'm going to bring in my double leaf again with the Pear Pizzazz. Put a leaf there, there, and I thought it needed one here in the corner. There we go. So now you've got a nice little inside to put in your card. And since it's all done, I'll go ahead and put it inside. There we go. There we go. So that's all done on the inside. Isn't that pretty? Just that one little rose just really sets it off. Okay, now I'm going to grab a piece of Very Vanilla. This is a 2-inch strip. You want to have it at least 2 inches for the smallest dimension. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. I'm going to grab my greeting. It says, "A very big congratulations and best wishes to you." Stamp that here. Okay. And then I'm going to punch it out. Should have done that the other way. We're going to do it upside down. Since I'm right-handed, I should have done it on the other end, but that's okay. Doesn't matter if it's upside down. You just want to make sure you've got it straight. Punch that out. And I'm going to put some thread around. This is from the Magnolia Lane combo pack. This is the Mossy Meadow. And this is a way I think it's easier to do loops and wrapping them around your finger. I'm just going to put like 3 strips of snail. Let's see if I can get that in the video a little bit. It's a little shiny so you can see where I've got it. I'm going to take this and just start my loops. Now I'm going to want it to be, because I want the loops to come out here and here, so that's why I'm going to start it this way. Make my loop, make sure I've got some sticking out here, press it down, make another loop, and press it down. I just think this makes it so much easier. So this is where you could do the metallic thread too. And I'm going to do one more loop. There we go. Cut that off. It's ready to go. Now I'm going to make sure I've got some extra adhesive here, so I'm going to kind of go over that thread. Make sure I have plenty on there. Now I'm going to take this first. Let's go ahead and put some dimensionals on this. I wanted this raised up. Put one in each corner. Love our dimensionals. And next month I'll probably see even this month, show you our black ones that we have now. I didn't want to use these in class because we could only buy so many of the black ones and I didn't want to run out. So I'm going to use the white ones for now. Well, paper backing's not wanting to come off. There we go. So I'm going to just put this in the middle, like so. This grating's already got all the adhesive on it, so I'm going to put it on the corner. Push it down. And that is it. Beautiful card for a wedding. This would be great for a wedding card. Just beautiful. I think anybody would love to get this card. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you've got any questions, just comment below. I would love for you to comment. I love hearing from you. Also, I've got a blog and a Facebook page if you want to follow me in other places, and all those links are below. I do have a Doily Rewards program. You can earn a $50 shopping spree from me when you use the monthly host code, and you'll find that in the bottom left corner in my watermark. And if you use that in the month of, this is August, then you can, every $50 you get a doily. When you get 10 doilies, you get your $50 shopping spree. So if you're interested in that, there's a link below to get all the particulars on that. There's a new host code every month. So if you're watching this after August, then you'll want to go to my blog to find out what the current code is. Well, I hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.